crafty friends, this is the Paper Chef here. In today's video, I'm going to share 14 projects I created using the Welcome In Paper Pumpkin Kit, June 2023. I don't have a second kit to show you right now because only one of my kits came. And that is okay because we can still do this stamping a little bit. We can do a little bit of stamping, or I can make a box for you. I mean, whatever you want. We don't need the second kit to show you some inspiration. Now, this kit coordinates with the Countryside Inn Suite by Stampin' Up. Okay, so there's a little bit of showing you a little bit of coordination there, more to do with this month's kit. First thing I always do is turn it over and look for the coordinating colors. And then I will kind of go through my projects and show you what I used to create each project. Okay, so the coordinating colors, just so you know where I'm going with this. It's Balmy Blue. This is lots of blues, lots of fun, right? Boho Blue. So we have 2 blues so far. Calypso Coral, Daffodil Delight, Early Espresso, Misty Moonlight. There's a 3rd blue. Night of Navy, that's 4th blue, right? 4 kinds of blues, and then Old Olive. So isn't that fun? And that's where I came up with how I'm going to, which card backgrounds I'm going to use and things like that. I used all of these embellishments. I still have lots of leftover vases, and I have the coordinating dies to show you as well. All right, so here's what the projects look like. Envelopes, let's grab those and just start there. You get, now if you just subscribe to Paper Pumpkin, it's a great value. I suggest that if you're going to get a prepaid subscription, that you wait until Wednesday, which is just a couple days away. I sound like I'm from Canada, eh? A couple days away in June 21st, because June 21st is free shipping day. And if you get a prepaid Paper Pumpkin subscription, you could get that and get a digital code and not pay any shipping on that order, which is awesome. It's like $75 minimum to get the free shipping. That's a good time to get prepaid subscription. But if you want to pay month to month, you can just subscribe using the link down there, and you can subscribe and get this delivered to your door once a month and just pay by the month. All right, so that's the envelope. And now let's show you what it looks like without doing anything else to it. Let's just say this one here, I'm trying to find the ones that just came with it and the ones I created pretty much the way it showed you without doing any extra card stock, any extra things. So I would say these 3 are representative of just right out of the box. Oh, well, no, not that one. Probably just these 2. Because all the rest I did something to. All right, so these 2 would be right out of the box, doing nothing else. Well, actually, I changed the stamp. I can't help myself, guys. I can't help myself. Here, let's just say this one, right out of the box. You do nothing else. You can get this out of your kit. You got these banners. You got thanks for your hospitality. If you go visit someone, that's a nice card to send them. Or you could send it to a restaurant that helped you out with a party, or a place that hosted a shower for you. We just had a venue to help us with an event we had, and we had some people that hosted that event. I was one of the hosts, but I wasn't the actual city host, so I could actually use that card for hospitality. This is glued down, but you could also pop it up with dimensionals. It's a little vase, and all it comes out of there, and you just stamp right onto the shape. This was already printed right onto the shape here, and these little Night of Navy dots came with it. That paper is fantastic, and it coordinates with the Countryside Inn paper, which is on sale right now for 15% off, as are 12 other ones. There's 13 types of paper that are 15% off. Take advantage of that with the free shipping. Look at that. It's the same paper, guys. Oh, isn't that cool? With the foxes on it. It's the same paper. With just this one has, well, I think it's the exact same paper. Let's see. Yep. It's a little bit different size. See the size of the Calypso Coral fox and that fox? And then this one's the blue Countryside Inn paper. And this is a piece of Calypso Coral. All right. So knowing that you could just make cards straight away, just like that, they're pretty cool. One thing that I like to say about the cards is that they're not as strong as when you take your own card and you use Stampin' Up cardstock. So that makes your cards a little stronger. But these are fine for giving to people. I mean, everyone loves the cards I give them with Paper Pumpkin. And if you make a box of cards, a gift card set, it's a good thing to have for craft fairs. This is something that I could put in a nice box and sell at a craft fair. All right, so let's now keep going. Now this one here, I did the same thing. I used the welcome stamp and the little friend. I put the friend on the banner. And all I did to this card is I used just the card that came with the kit, added a piece of coordinating Countryside Inn Designer Series paper. Boom. Like that, I had a different card. I changed it up and had a different card. Okay, very, very simple. Okay, let's keep going. Now, this one is almost just using the paper pumpkin straight out of the box, right? You got your little vases and everything. These vases were already printed for us. Now, it's just the difference is I used Enjoy Your Day because I thought, how much are we going to use thank you for your hospitality stamp, right? I'm like, Stampin' Up, give us some better sentiments on this kit. Now, they had a lot of Hello Friend banners. I think they gave us like 3 Hello Friend banners. And they have welcome, which for me is good, welcome to the team. But if you're not always hosting people at your house, it's or you have if you don't have a neighborhood where you can welcome people, or you don't have a job where you can say, welcome to the job, welcome to the team, those sentiments were kind of limited. But this sentiment, I thought, went really well with it. And I got this out of a recent paper pumpkin kit. I think it was just from a couple months ago. And I can't remember the name of it. It's the one that had the pretty, I think it's called All the Little Things or something. Because I used that with the kiddos. I brought that to a school when I did career day. They love that. They love these easy stamps. All right, so anyway, let's keep going. So hospitality, now we're back to a stamp that came with this stamp set. Thank you for your hospitality. I do love the font. And again, I can use that. Now, I just thought it was a little bit, what I liked about these card bases is that they were printed on both sides. What I wanted to do, though, is add an extra little layer. And so I added a piece of Countryside Inn paper. And that's how I got this extra little design there. Very simple. All right, for this one, I added a piece of Daffodil Delight cardstock. And that coordinates with this banner, the outline around the banner. Now, I popped up this with dimensionals. What I really like about this kit, see if I can find the box. I don't have much left here, just little scraps. All right, so let's see. I have all these little extra vases, but I didn't have enough flowers to use with the vases. They gave us these little strips. I don't know where they went now, but they're like actual foam adhesive strips that you can use to pop up this whole entire thing with, which I loved because those are kind of expensive to get, and I really liked that they gave us a lot of the foam adhesives. So you can kind of see them down there. There's like lines of foam adhesive. I thought they'd be in my box. Now, these I die cut out of the paper. I just used I'll show you how I did that when I get to it. These little banners I just snipped off of the scraps. You're gonna see this. It's gonna make more sense when you get your kit. I see some of the comments and chatter about not getting your kits yet, but when you do, you're gonna be able to cut this out of the scraps. So now this one, same thing. Do you see how I popped it up with those long foam adhesive strips? This one I stamped in boho blue. I also stamped the flowers in boho blue. I popped this up. I popped the vase up. I put the little friend there. And I just thought it was an improvement upon the design in here. And I thought it was neat to put a little piece of Countryside Inn paper. And in this one, I still used the card that came with it, Night of Navy. Now, when you look at Night of Navy that came with a kit versus Night of Navy, let me just grab a piece here from my card club. Let's see. Okay, versus Night of Navy from Card Club. This is our Card on Blue Card Club. If you missed that, we did some videos recently this week here on Card Club. The difference between Night of Navy cardstock from Stampin' Up and this is our cardstock is colored all the way through. That's why our cardstock is much thicker. It's much thicker cardstock than the ones in the kit. Nothing wrong with that. It's just different. The kits are a really good value. I mean, regardless, because they have all kinds of embellishments and it's easy to make projects. I'm just saying that the cardstock is not dyed all the way through as it is with the Stampin' Up cardstock. But anyway, I like the boho blue. I'm getting a good vibe from it and all the blues. And I just wanted a little pop of color around the edge. And I really like that stamp. Now, this stamp also is a stamp that you can use on one of the vases. That's how they made this vase here. They give you a blank vase and you can stamp this sideways. I chose not to do that. And I don't even think I used this middle vase at all. Not that I don't want to. I just didn't use it for this particular project. Now, this one is a piece of Calypso Coral cardstock. So you can see it has the color all the way through. I'm going to put a piece of white. That's what I'm going to do later, right? Put a piece of white in the inside like that. Now, and I'm going to just have a nice, heavier card. I love the Calypso Coral in there. And I think these little flowers could use some Wink of Stella, little glitter to brighten them up. And I used, again, this stamp from a different paper pumpkin kit. So I just feel like that's more versatile for me, just for what I need. Okay, moving along. Okay, I'm going to put that one off to the side. This is the one we're going to make. Well, maybe something else too, but we're going to make that. Now this one, what I wanted to do for this is I still wanted to use the card base that came with it. I took this Woohoo from that. Let me see what this is from. Charming Sentiments. It's a great stamp set. It had a lot of extra sentiments I could use, but the font didn't always match the font from there. But I thought I put the Woohoo in there, like this may turn this into a birthday card. So I have Happy Birthday. This came from last month's stamp set. Last month's paper pumpkin kit, I should say. And that kit is called Exploring in Color. And that's the one that had the add-on cards with it. And so that came from this one. Happy Birthday came from there. Enjoy Your Day came from the month before. So we're now June, in case you're watching this later. This is June 2023. In May 2023, we had this stamp. And I guess it would be April 2023, I believe that's where that stamp came from. I thought they went well together. Now this is glued down because this was already printed onto this shape, so I just glued that down. Now on the background, what I did for a lot of these cards I'm about to show you is I used the Basics 3D embossing folders on the next 3 cards. So I used the next 2 cards. No, all 3 of these cards actually. These Basics 3D embossing folders are an online exclusive item. A good thing to put on your wish list for Wednesday when we have free shipping. But this is the one I used for the background of that. It has the stars on it. And I just put that extra layer from the Night of Navy card onto here and embossed it. That's all I did. Just pop it up, make it a birthday card, right? Now this one, or these 2, I used this embossing folder. I love that embossing folder. I use it a lot for my card clubs and things. And I used it for these backgrounds. Again, just the Night of Navy, just embossing the background. Stamped it in boho blue. Stamped this vase in Night of Navy. Stamped this in Night of Navy. And popped it up with dimensionals. As well as popping up the outside frame. Now this frame is just like the frame that was under here earlier. It came like this out of the kit. And then I took the boho blue, this blending brush, and I colored the outline. I just thought that would be nice. I put it on a balmy blue. I think it's a balmy blue background. Let me just look at the boho blue versus balmy blue. Yes. I put it on a different background, but I had all the different kinds of blues going on, and they all coordinated well. Okay, now we're going to keep on going. This is one. Okay. Oh, I see lots of you are coming on. So let me start saying hi. Hello, Hilda. Nice to see you. And Gloria. And Michelle. And Lisa. And Betty. And Midge. Oh, wow. Delayed this month. Canadian Paper Pumpkin, Lisa saying, is delayed this month. Sorry to hear that. Okay, Denise. I know there's a Paper Pumpkin delay in shipping, but what I think might have happened with mine is I had a problem with my billing. And then I was away and I came back and I don't know. I know I got billed for 2 of these by now. So maybe I'm just getting one now and the other one's delayed. I got in on a different timing, but that's cool. That's all good. Anyway, sorry yours is delayed. Hello, Denise and Gloria. Okay, Midge, thank you. I'm glad you like the cards, birthday cards. Gloria likes the birthday cards. I'm not sure if they have refills. I haven't checked because I always buy 2 paper pumpkin kits. That way I never miss out on the refill. Okay, this one here was a Daffodil Delight card. I'm still going to say hi to the rest of you, but a Daffodil Delight with a piece of Countryside Inn Designer Series paper. The Daffodil Delight here coordinated. That's why I wanted to highlight those flowers. Then again, turned it into a birthday card. So don't worry that you're like, oh, it says hospitality and, you know, yada, yada, yada. Here, I can show you what it says because you probably are like waiting for your kit. Okay, look. Here's the flowers. That's what I used for these. Boho blue. Oh, by the way, it does always come with the Night of Navy ink spot. Or any ink spot. It comes with an ink spot. These paper pumpkin kits. However, let's see. First of all, I like to use the larger ink spots. I like to use the larger ink pads, but that does come with the Night of Navy. But I always change up the colors and all that stuff. So I never do what it says. Anyway, I can't even read the instructions if I tried. Here, look. Here's the instructions. I never even look at them. Here, I'll look at them right now with you. There's the instructions. So if you want to follow the instructions, that's fine. But I just take out all the stuff, cut it all up, get all excited that I have new embellishments, and just start creating. So it's all fun. It's all good. There's good instructions. Those are those strips I told you about. See how many, you get all these foam adhesive strips. It's such a great value because you get adhesive. Anyway, let me tell you about these sentiments. You have welcome. Can you say it? You have welcome. And then you have thank you for your hospitality. Then you have you're invited, which I didn't use at all because I'm not having a party or anything. But a lot of demonstrators have like you're invited to an open house and things like that. Or maybe you're a real estate agent. A real estate agent could use this all the time. You're invited to an open house. Okay? And if you know a real estate agent, you can make a set of cards to give to them, to give to their clients. That would be a nice gift for a real estate agent. And then there's friend. So I use this a lot, but it was so tiny. And then there's a little, I want to say string, not stem. It's the stem for your flowers. That's your stem for your flowers. And mine is, missing in action. I thought it would be cute for a balloon too. If you need a little string for a balloon, let's put that back. Put it back in there. And then we have this little flower that I used a lot. And then the vase, which I used a lot. I used everything but the you're invited. And I was going to use the string, but I didn't. Okay, so anyway, back to this last couple cards. All right, I think I talked about that one enough. We got the embossing folders. And this was, okay, we have these 2 3D projects. And then we have this card. So this card is a stamping technique of just stamping on, stamping off. So this is 3 colors, but it looks like 6 to 9 colors because I stamped on and off so many different times. So we can actually even throw Misty Moonlight in the mix and we'd have a 4-color card. I think that would be fun. We'll do it with 4 colors. Looking for my Misty Moonlight. Misty Moonlight. All right, now I can do 4 colors. That'll make it even nicer. I didn't even expect to do this. I was trying to just stamp a little bit around the middle, and it ended up stamping an entire background. All right, so that's a welcome card. You could do like welcome to the team. Then we got a little box, hello friend. I would make one exactly like it, except I don't have any more of these cards, but we can make one with designer series paper. It just depends. We'll see how long the background stamp takes us. But this is hello, or you know what? I could do a separate video with this. When my second kit comes, that's what we could do. We could do this alternate project. That'll be fun. Because then I'll have a second kit and I can actually do exactly what it says. And it will give me time to die cut some of the flowers out. Get all the pieces ready that we need. So for this one, I just have some little Swiss chocolates I got when I was in London. Some little mini Tic Tacs, mini Mentos. Some from, I got a lot of this stuff overseas and then some sent to me from overseas. So just unique little candy box. And it's a nice, big, thick edge. I mean, wide, not wide, thick, wide. You know what I mean. Put that back in there. And then strong because it's strong cardstock on top. And then it's the designer series paper that coordinates on the bottom. So I'll try to do this alternative project this week when my next kit comes. Then I doubled up the twine and tied it up. And I cut the banners up. And this Hello Friend is right in the kit. It's already printed for you. I stamped 3 of these in Night of Navy, the flowers, and 2 of these. So I need to cut out some crafty goodness because I don't have any more crafty goodness from these dies. The flower. So tonight we'll just do the stamp background because we can do that without die cutting. Anywho, I used the scraps of paper from here, and then I used the scraps of paper from here. Like same thing, these pieces of banner. And in between the banners, there were these lines, and that's where I got these little pieces out. So there was banners printed for you, and then lines between. So those are the little dies that you get. All right, now this one, I decided to just make a little tag topper. And I want to show you because my friend Kathy gave me these candies and where they come from. Shout out to this delicious candy shop. So, okay, so Kathy, Granite State Candy Shop since 1927. So I just thought these matched perfectly with my, like, see, there's a little bit of blue in this one, and then it matched perfectly with my Calypso Coral. So I only decorated the front. Hello, friend. Thank you for your hospitality. With the little boho blue flower and the little sprig. So that's what these look like. I thought these are good for like box of sunshine as well. So you just get a little plastic bag, tuck it under the topper, and this is exactly just one card. I used one card to make both of these. That's all this was. I used the scrap of this piece. I didn't even do this outline. I didn't have to stamp it or anything. It was already like that. How cool is that it was already like that for us? Ooh, Wasilla, Alaska. Hello, Ginny from Wasilla, Alaska. And Diane is here. And Deborah from New South Wales, Australia. And Kathy from Backyard Stamper, who gave me this candy, is saying that she loves the 3D embossing folders and that they're a must-have. And there is Lori from Ohio. Awesome. Let me grab the paper pumpkin background paper. This is really cool grid paper for you demonstrators that have paper pumpkin play dates. I used to have these with teachers a lot, like the paper pumpkin play date parties where you make paper pumpkin kits. That's all you do. You just get together, make paper pumpkin kits. And the idea is if somebody's subscribed, they bring their kit. If they're not subscribed, you have extra kits for them. Anyway, these are great grid papers. When I was living in Guam, my friend Sandra showed me these grid papers. I was like, oh my gosh, they're so cute. And the idea is paper pumpkin is better than a box of puppies. I mean, maybe it's really not that great, as good as a box of puppies, but it's pretty close. It's saying your subscription is better than a box of puppies. That's where all these little puppies come from. Anyway, let's get to the work. Let's get to work with our stamping. You're just going to take a piece like this, and you're just going to, it's going to be 4 by 5 1/4. And we're going to just open up all of our different colors of ink. So we got our Misty Moonlight. You want to get your 4 different blues. And you want to take your boho blue. Because I'm going to, what I'm going to do is going to put them in order from light to dark. Okay, let's put that there. I'm going to put this little box down there. What we're doing, I'm going to bring the card back. Oops. Lots of bling here. My bling fell off. I had 7 of these on there. I always put an odd number of bling on my cards. Okay, we're going to do light to dark. So Night of Navy is going to be on that side. Boho or Balmy Blue will be the lightest color. So Balmy Blue is going to be here. All right. Put that over, and then we'll just put them like that. And then Night of Navy will be the darkest, and we'll put that up there. And we're going to put that card there for inspiration, just so you could see it, and move everything over. Now we need to find my stamp, which was just here a second ago. Here we go. So I kind of work from light to dark is what I did, and I off-stamped it. So we're just going to go like that. Okay, Balmy Blue. So something like that. Okay, stamp on, stamp off. You have 2 colors, right? Go to the boho blue. Stamp on, stamp off. Go to the Misty Moonlight. Oops, this one's a little juicy, so maybe we'll go to the corner of it and see. All right, maybe this corner. Sometimes it's pretty juicy. All right, well, that's good. We'll try it. Okay, Misty Moonlight. Okay, and now Night of Navy. Now, look at all those 8 different colors. Lots of fun. And I'll probably just keep them a little further distance apart because and then we can like overlap them with the really translucent ones later if we want. Now go back, clean your stamp a little bit. Just clean it off. Go back to your light color. And just do it again. Do a couple more than I was doing, just while you're on their light color. I was just showing you for effect, right? So we're gonna do a few more. Make a couple of them hang off the edge. Let's see. I think it needs another one down there. All right. Now we're going to go to the boho blue. All right. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Misty Moonlight. Isn't this fun? Making your own background. I especially do this a lot at Christmas time, my own backgrounds. But typically, I don't usually stamp the whole background. I usually stamp little die-cut pieces. But hey, when you get cool little stamps like this, you can stamp your own background. Now, clean that off a little bit. Do Night of Navy. And remember, when you go off the page, you need to re-ink because you'll get like a little seam, you know, when you start hanging off the page like this. When you do half a stamp like that, don't try to, see how half of it still has ink on it? Don't try to then stamp onto the paper. Always clean it off, and then if you're going halfway off the page like that, right? Because you don't want a seam on your paper. All right, stamp on, stamp off, wax on. Okay, now that one is just something to be covered, no big deal. All right, I'm just gonna do a couple more light ones. Ooh, I'm liking it. Okay, let's clear. I'm done with the darks though. I mean, I like it, but I think I'm done with the night and navy. We're giving up on night and navy, and we're gonna do some light ones. So it's sometimes good to get a baby wipe. Because I don't want the edge of this. I don't want the edge of that getting all over stuff. All right. We are back to the balmy blue. Okay, I want to do a few light ones, so I'm just going to stamp off onto my mat each time now because I want to fill in with light ones. Okay, and then we'll do a few of this one. Boho blue. Stamp off. So you may have heard this called, you know, second generation stamping. And you may have heard it called like stamping, stamp on, stamp off. Wax on, wax off. Stamp on, stamp off. All right, so you could do all kinds of stuff, and we'll do a little bit of fill in with the Misty Moonlight. Maybe close these so they're not a hot mess. Wiping off the edges. You can see how juicy my new ink pads are. That boho blue is a new ink color, so it's so juicy. But this one's a very old color, and I didn't get the new ink because I feel like if I have ink, why would I get new ink until it completely disintegrates on me? Because I'm trying to keep all my color collection up, right? So I like to invest in all the new colors. But this Misty Moonlight was around a few years ago, and then it came back. It's a returning color, so I still have the old ink pad. And, you know, just like any chemical reaction, this one is sometimes gets a little bit of a disintegration happening there. So you can see a little weird stuff happening with the ink. I'm just doing a couple little dark ones and a couple little light ones. All right, I'm happy with that. Now, what I was saying is you can turn this into a card background, you know, and just put it on a card back, which is nice. Or you can like do other crafts with it, like make it into a box top or something, which is always fun too. Or you can even take it, run the whole thing through an embossing folder, give it some more texture. So let's see if I'll grab a card. I'm just gonna grab a Night and Navy card, and we'll plop it on there, like so. And I only have like one little thing left. I don't really have much in my kit. So we have to finish this card when we finish our box, when we do that video. I'm just trying to show you how you can make an instant card, though. So, before I show you the dies. So, I mean, I can show you. So, like, all I have left, I really don't have much left from my kit, right? I have a couple vases. I have, you know, I don't think I have any sentiments. No banners. Just a couple vases. So I'm not really ready to make a card yet. I want to wait till I get the rest of my sentiments just to show you how cute those little things are. Okay. And we could I was thinking I could put like some flowers in a vase and put this coming out of the vase with some flowers. So I'll do extra little projects like that. All right, let me grab my machine. And I'm going to keep out let's see which one I'm going to keep out. Boho Blue, because it's nice and juicy. Okay, we're going to go ahead and stamp a couple things. Hi, Janet. Nice to see you. Yes, I got my kit already. Probably because I only got one of my kits. And it might be because they weren't able to bill me for my other kit. And then something happened, and then I had to like call in my card, and then it had to get sent separately, yada, yada, yada. So I think that's why I'm only getting one kit. All right, let's try this. Let's try Boho Blue. We already have the flower. I've cleaned it off, so we're going to try this. This is a really juicy stamp. That's why I'm using it. Okay. We're going to stamp a flower. And we'll stamp another one down here. Now I'm going to put the vase on here. Okay. It's a really, really juicy stamp. That's why I'm just using this one, because I knew it would be really juicy. Okay. It's kind of having a line. There's like a line on that one. It's only paper. What? Oh, I see what it is. It's not a line. It's a piece of, what is that? I don't know. Some kind of, linen thread or something. All right, that's good. And then we have the other, we have the little leaf, which I don't have a stamp for. Like, there's no stamp for the other leaf that came with it. There was just that stamp. And there was just a leaf die. All right, so now what I'm going to talk about real quick, and we're just going to play with these real quick so you can see, in case you ordered the $6 dies, you are going to get these 3 dies. That's what you got for the $6. They're called the Welcome In add-on. I believe only Paper Pumpkin subscribers can get the dies, if I'm not mistaken, because every time we have Paper Pumpkin things, it's usually only subscribers that can get those things, which is one more reason to be a subscriber. And you'll always have lots of inspiration, not just from me, but from others. Each month, you know, talking about what you can make with the Paper Pumpkin kit. I'm just pulling out the machine. The sandwiches, base plate number 1, thin die adapter, plate number 2, a plate number 3. You're going to put down the thingies that you just die cut and put this on top, like so. And a little piece of washi tape. Okay, a little piece of washi tape on there to hold it in place. Same with the flower. I put this little thin part. See how there's like a little flower sticking out? Yes, Kathy's saying free shipping day is the best time to get a prepaid Paper Pumpkin subscription. That's what I did the last free shipping day. Still, then the other, I have 2 accounts, and then one of them had a credit card in it that the little code wasn't right, or the expiration date wasn't right. And then next thing you know, I wasn't billed, and then I couldn't deal with it till I got back from a trip. But they fixed it. Very good customer service. Now, you always put a plate number 3 on top. However, I've been beating the heck out of my plates here. We are going to use just one of the ones from the mini machine. It's just easier for me to use a smaller plate, but you could put another plate number 3 on top, and that is your die cutting sandwich. That is how to do the die cutting sandwich. And then we'll do this little leaf separately. Alrighty. Here's the little flower. Oops. Come off, come off. Isn't that cute? The little boho blue flower. Sometimes if I got a little white around the edges, I would just use my little marker and fill it in. I love how this overcut. This is brilliant. Finally, that's an awesome creative die. Look at it. Look at, I mean, overcut meaning the die is, it gives you a little bit extra. The stamp's bigger than the die, which makes it like right out to the edge, which is so pretty. And if you want, you could take, this is what I was doing. Whenever I had some white sections at the beginning because my ink was giving me a hard time. And then I did this little thing. I just did this little little like line with the edge of my blends. And that kind of looked really cool. Like on the different vases. All right, so now let's do the little flower, the little leaf. I'm going to keep that out and die cut some more crafty goodness in a little while as I anxiously await my other kit. So now here's what I was doing. I was taking different pieces of scrap paper. Let's see what scraps I have. There's a good one. And I think this one with the trees looks really good. This little part here. So what you can do, though, whenever you have die cuts like this, you can cut 2 layers at once, maybe even 3. Unless you're trying to line up a stamp and use the washi tape. But if you're trying to line up a stamp, I would just do 1 cardstock. But when you're just cutting DSP, cut a couple layers. Look at that. Come off. There should be 2 pieces there. Oh, they're already stuck together. I'm stuck on you. So there we go. So that is your die. So now you know what to look forward to. We'll just place them on. I just have little pieces of die cut. Oh, that one you can't see. All right, well, here, let's put them on the cute little card we just made. I don't know where that went. Here we go. Just to kind of show you how cute these little pieces are. So we can use them to embellish. But, of course, we need something to contrast in the middle. Here, we'll put them maybe on the back. Here, that one you have to see on there. So those are the Welcome In dies. And I believe they're still available on our website. It's a great little add-on item. Thank you. Hello, Anna from Australia. Too bad you can't get your paper pumpkin there. Just doing some inspiration here. So before I can put a sentiment on this card, again, I ran out of all the stuff. Not that I can't use some other stuff from other kits, but before I do, I need something in the background for contrast. I couldn't just put this big white piece over the top of, say, this, right? Because it just wouldn't contrast. So I'm waiting for some more supplies so that I could put something there. That's just a scrap, but you get the idea. Before I could put my sentiment on there and my little extra embellishments. So I hope you enjoyed this video and got some inspiration on what to do with your paper pumpkin kit once it comes. It is so much fun. You got to send out these cards. Let people have the love and joy of paper pumpkin. That's what it's all about. Sharing is caring. So please make your kits and share them. That's why I didn't want to wait to go forward with this paper pumpkin video, because I said, I was a little behind on kits. I'm catching up myself. It happens to me too, especially over the summer. If you know you're going to be doing a lot of traveling, you can suspend your account anytime. You don't have to cancel your subscription. You can just suspend your account. It makes it much more convenient. This one I cut out of the Designer Series paper. That's why there's little stripes in my flowers. So, thank you all for watching. This is the Papered Chef. Hope to see some new subscribers. And hope to see you guys shopping on Free Shipping Day, June 21st, 2023. Use the link in the description to find my store if you are in the U.S. That's all for now. This is the Papered Chef. Have a great evening.